A man wiped the blade of the ice skate clean, opened his mouth wide, and discovered a painfully decayed tooth. With no doctor around, he made a bold decision. He pressed the blade against the bad tooth, held it steady, picked up a rock, and struck it hard. A burning pain caused him to lose consciousness. When he woke up, he tore open the packages, hoping to find something useful. The first box contained a stack of videotapes. The second held a volleyball. The third contained a pair of ice skates which could be used to split coconuts. Then he found a woman's skirt, tore off the hem, and fashioned it into a fishing net. But as he reached for the final package, he hesitated. Instead of opening it, he set it aside as a symbol of hope to keep himself going later. He used this makeshift net to catch a small fish, but the fishy smell was too strong, and he simply couldn't swallow it. He tried rubbing sticks together to start a fire, but accidentally cut his hand. In a fit of rage, he smashed everything around him. After calming down, he noticed a bloody handprint on the volleyball. He drew a face on the ball and named it Wilson, placing Wilson beside him. He continued his attempts to start a fire. Perhaps out of loneliness, he began talking to Wilson while he worked. Finally, the wood began to smoke. He leaned down and blew hard. Flames ignited. That night, he built a bonfire on the beach, roasted delicious crabs, and gained a new companion. 4 years flew by, and the man had adapted to life on the island. He could easily cast a line to catch fish, but the loneliness remained unbearable. One day, he spotted a piece of metal sheet floating on the sea, swaying in the wind. He decided to build a raft and use the sheet as a sail. He began cutting down trees, collecting bark to dry, and twisting it into ropes. He even unraveled videotapes to make ropes. But it still wasn't enough. He gazed at Wilson, ultimately unable to turn his only companion into rope. In despair, he climbed to the top of a cliff and untied the noose he had once planned to use to end his life. At that moment, he decided to set sail. He dressed Wilson in clothes, carved a message on a rock wall, and tied Wilson to the bow of the raft. He also brought along the never-opened package. The man officially set off, undaunted by the waves. He even encouraged Wilson to brave the storm with him. When a huge wave hit, he quickly untied the ropes and raised the sail. The raft survived the storm. During rainy days, he collected rainwater in coconut shells, proudly showing Wilson the fish he caught. But that night another storm hit the sail. The man clung tightly to Wilson. The raft drifted aimlessly. When he woke up, Wilson had been swept into the sea. He immediately dove in to chase after him. However, the more he swam toward Wilson, the farther he drifted from the raft. In despair, he returned to the raft, threw away the oar, and collapsed. He had lost Wilson and his will to survive. Just then a ship appeared on the horizon. He mustered his last bit of strength and raised his arms high. He was finally rescued. Months later, Chuck returned home. But after 4 years apart, the girlfriend he had longed for day and night had found someone new at the welcome party his company held for him. He found the spread of food utterly tasteless. Back in the civilized world, staring at the photo of his girlfriend in his pocket watch, he fell into deep thought. In the end, Chuck bought the same model of volleyball, and carrying the package that had stayed with him for 4 years, went to the address on the label. He left a thank you note, then slowly turned and walked away. He was unaware that the package contained a waterproof solar satellite phone with an automatic charging function. Fate had always placed salvation within his reach.